Last time we were here, which was a couple days ago, just to check things out, they didn't have these Ferraris here. Today we have a couple of Ferrari Californias, and you remember the Ferrari 488 that we saw a couple days ago. Because I'm filming on a couple days, I wanted to visit the place first in advance. I want to just show you this California here. This is kind of an interesting spec. This is Ferrari California F1 spec. So you have F1 exhaust system with the remote controlled baffles on it here. And if we go over here, you have special seats. These are the special seats for this edition. Red seat belts. It's got a really nice interior. The steering wheel has a red line, like a shifter indicator on the steering wheel, just like the Formula One cars do. And then over there at the corner of the dash on the other side, there's a badge for the Formula One designation there. So that's a nice spec. Apparently this one is sold. The customer's coming to pick it up this afternoon, so we were lucky to see it here today. All right guys, all ready to roll here in the Jag F Type. We're just gonna leave the Velocity space here carefully because there's lots of vehicles around here. There we are. Feels like a very substantial car, actually. Very stylish inside. I like the style inside and out. Actually, it's a really nice looking car. All right. So we're going to get back onto Kapiolani here. Obviously, there's a lot of nice places to drive around the Hawaiian Islands. I've mainly been to Oahu here, but there's a ton of nice little driving roads that go across the island. You can go to the plantations, you can go up to the North Shore, you can go onto the east side of the island, up by Hawaii Kai, Waimanalo, places like that. And the roads are pretty good. Most of the roads are pretty good around, and they're nice for sightseeing. So, you know, I think it's kind of a nice thing to be able to take a super nice car out, take it through a few windy roads maybe. Yeah, fits the lifestyle. Oh, nice. This thing has some good pickup. Let's put the windows down. Let's see if we can hear the exhaust note a bit. There's a nice crackle there. Sounds good. So here we are down at Waikiki Beach today. Just drove the Jag F Type last night around Honolulu and took it for a spin on the freeway and stuff. Actually, it's a really nice car. I would call it a nice frisky car. It's got some nice power, has a really nice bark in the exhaust when you get into it. And I discovered it's got a track mode, which is pretty nice. You know, it just opens up the exhaust and everything. One thing that happened, I wanted to take some scenic shots of the car. Of course, I parked under this huge banyan tree here. Of course, I've got bird crap all over the car now. So I can't even clean it off. It's just covered in bird poop. And it landed on me, of course, too. But, oh well, that's the way it goes. I'm gonna have to take this to a car wash before I return it. Once again, I want to give a big thank you to everybody at Velocity on Kapiolani here in Honolulu. Not only do they have an amazing facility, but they're really very, very warm and welcoming, and they were very gracious to show me around, take the time to show me what they've got there. So if you're in Honolulu, I recommend highly that you check out Velocity. It's quite an interesting place, especially when they get all their restaurants done there. And they were kind enough to lend me this F-Type Jag, which is a very, very nice car. As somebody said, I think it was on Jalopnik, you know, in 2017. If you don't like the shape of this car, you don't like car design at all. Because this is a really lovely looking car, very voluptuous. And I'm not doing a car review here, but I want to show you a couple things about the car which are kind of interesting. This is kind of fun. When you unlock the car, just have a look over there in the driver's door there. That handle pops out. That door handle pops out, and also the side mirrors also retract themselves to an inward position for parking, and then they come out again when you unlock the car. So that's very nice for the tighter spots that you're going to get into. This mirror feature here, it's very nice. What else did I notice about it? Yeah, the interior of the car, it's kind of similar in a lot of ways to the Mercedes AMG GTS in the configuration. You know, the front engine, mind you, this is all-wheel drive, which you cannot get on the AMG GTS. That's strictly a front engine rear drive car, whereas this is a all-wheel drive car. But in the interior, once you're inside, it's very similar, I find, you know. Let's just sit inside for a second. Just to show you the interior here, it's not terribly fancy inside. It's very elegant looking. You can see your driver seat controls are here up on the door. It took me a minute to find them. And those are your memory functions there. And then on the passenger side, you have similar controls for the passenger seat inside. They're actually identical to the driver's side. The seats themselves are nice sport buckets. They have the holes here also for racing style harnesses, seatbelt harnesses. Then down in this area on the console, it's pretty simple. You've got traction control, you've got your exhaust adjustment. This is for your rear spoiler. And then there's your driving mode switch, so you can, well, let me start it up and then I'll show this to you. In your driving mode, you can pull back here, that's for the sport or for the track mode, back to the center to zero it out, and then you've got the rainy ice mode here. And that's all just one toggle, one large toggle. You got an e-parking brake there. That disengages automatically when you put the car into drive or into reverse. So it's kind of nice. I have to get used to this stuff a little bit. And then you have your climate controls here, dual climate controls with your readout right in the knob. That's really quite nice. This is just your fan control there, AC, the usual stuff, and then you've got your nav and entertainment system. And I've got the wheel, let me just turn the wheel here. You got your paddles here for upshifting and downshifting. You've got your cruise control and your heated steering wheel control there. Your telephone, and then you have a menu button here, so you can go and you can alter your center console readout there. You can customize that for what you want. Anyway, so it's pretty straightforward. That's about it. Now we're gonna take her all back and get her cleaned up. So as you can see, we're in the service area here at Velocity. There's some very nice rolling hardware here. Got your Maseratis, because they have a Maserati dealership here too. Got your Bentleys, Lambo. I haven't seen a Gallardo in a little while. That's nice to see. And obviously your beautiful Audi R8. There's another one. And there's our lovely Jag F Type that we were in. So if you're in Honolulu, remember to come on down and check this out, because it's quite the place. Hey guys, I just returned the F Type Jag, and I had to go and look for Jessica, who was kind enough to take me around on a really nice tour, take all of us around on a really nice tour a couple days ago. Thank you so much, Jessica, for your hospitality and your knowledge about the dealership. And so I'm going to give you a Hawaiian mahalo for helping me out. And you guys, hopefully if you're very fortunate, when you come to Honolulu and you come and visit Velocity, Jessica might still be here as one of the concierges, so you might see her in person if you come out here. So thanks again.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for visiting, and hope to see you again soon. Bye. Aloha.
Bye.